you watched last week's video, you'll know that I was up here on the roof trying to resolve a minor problem. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, check it out, 155, and it will also bring you up to date. Last week was my first week taking over, and from now on it will solely be me renovating this house, and I want to be in here by the end of the summer. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. 3 weeks ago we had lots of rain, and unfortunately it was coming through the ceiling. Last week I took over, I did a lot of research on this, and I was recommended this product to put down. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out, but you can see how it went in the last video. It's the same stuff I used down in the cisterna, used in swimming pools, bathrooms and balconies. So we'll see. It looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned, but that's not what it's about. It's about what it does. It will have tiles on here. Today and tomorrow I'm going to get the hose pipe up and just keep flooding it with water, buckets and the hose pipe, and hopefully we'll be all right. I had a thought this morning. IBC tank, there's 1,000 litres of water in there. That would have been ideal, but the pump wouldn't fit through the hole, and the cistern's just a tad too far away. So I had to make do with a hose pipe. It's the third time that I've done this, and I've been up here maybe 30 minutes at a time, and it's drying out nicely, but you can see there are one or two little puddles which I really do need to try and smooth out. But I want to see if I can go up the walls a little bit better and smooth them in a little bit, blend them in, because where I started over there, well, it was where I started, I did improve, but I want to make sure that it looks as good as I can make it look. But so far so good. I reckon I've got the majority of those low spots. Did it yesterday, it's all dried out. Now I've got some bags left and I've decided better off on here than back on the shelf. No such thing as overkill on something as important as this. I'm going to mix them up and go along the back area, working my way in this direction, feathering it in. Might even help a little bit with that pitch. Is one of two on the tree down there. I left them on there for so long and I was wondering whether they were still going to be okay to eat. There are 0 pips in here, just how I like them. I did take an orange from a tree across the road last year and I think I may have picked them off too late because they lost the flavour, so I didn't hold my hopes up for this one, especially these are the first ones. Be interested to see what the other trees taste like. And I've got lemon as well. They're almost ripe. Not bad for such a small tree. The one thing I didn't plant, but one of my orange trees has died already, I'm going to replace it with lime. Wow. That is seriously nice. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't had an orange in quite a while. Good, good. Rain stopped play a little bit there. Birds are loving it. We've got tiles though, but that's next week. In the meantime, yesterday I had a little bit left over of that fibre stuff which was used on the walls. This area here is where I started. It's going to need 2 coats to get a good finish, but I'm pretty happy so far with that first coat. The next one will blend in nicely. And just to show you what I mean, the base here is curved and the tile will end about there, so I've got to make sure that from that point going up the wall that I get a good finish, and I'll blend it in as I go up here because I don't need to do the whole lot, and hopefully you won't see any joins. I have done a couple of little areas with what I had, and I went out this morning to get another couple of bags, so with a bit of luck, if the rain holds fire, I can get that done later on before it gets dark. Just thinking of this because I've been ignoring it and I'm just actually looking at it now. This is the original excuse me, this is the original chimney, and this bit here was embedded in the roof, so I need to cut that across because this, don't want to waste it, and that can go back where it originally was, and I'm going to get another one for there. Now it's for the extractor fan, and the other one, don't even know if I'm going to use it, but You never know, future proof. This one over here, however, there's a tile that's been stuck down so that water couldn't get through, and that is going to be for the wood burner. So I need to make sure that that is in place before I do the tiles. So right now it is starting to spit with rain again. It's the perfect time to go and get that all fixed in place before I start the tiling. Now before I go, I have watered this roof now with a hose pipe 4 times, so that rain, well, it's just another little test. There's not a lot of it in all fairness, but any little helps, and there's no signs of anything down below, so I'm pretty confident at this point that all's good. I like that. Very cool. Like a matching pair. Mr. and Mrs. chess pieces. That's tomorrow. Right. Looks like it's dried up nicely. Don't think we're going to get any rain for a while, so I'm going to see if I can finish the walls. Little bit of rain here and there stopped me in my flow, my tracks, but got that sorted out, and my boy am I glad to get that out of the way. And so are my hands, the blisters on there, yeah, damn it. what was it, about 4.5 hours today doing that, and last night 1.5, that corner over there a couple of hours, and that's had 3 layers. This has all had 2. Glad I did it now. If I'd done it after I put the tiles down, that would have been a real pig. And equally, I decided now in the next day or two I'm going to paint all this, because when the tiles are down and it's grouted, cutting in around there, yeah, now that's going to be really tricky. So do as much as I can now. The only thing I've been noticing up here, which is a real thing, doesn't matter too much on the floor at this point, but it was looking nice and new the other day. But with the rain and the water I've been putting up here, a bit of pollen and leaves coming off, it's just staining the floor. The wall, that's the thing. It's definitely going to stain that. So I don't know. I'll worry about that another day. I want to get this flooring down first, but maybe I'm going to have to put tiles all the way around on the top. Easy to wipe off, I guess. The paint I'm going to be using is a 3-in-1 that I used before, so it'll be easy to wipe, but look at how dirty that's got just in the last week. So I don't like the idea of tiles along there, but I think that might be the best option. Anyway, one more thing I want to do today is get this cut out now. I don't know how easy that's going to be. 2 holes there. This one's the original. This is the new one. There's a column going down into that room. And I did that because this is now going to be the kitchen below. It gives me a little bit more leeway where I put the extractor fan. I didn't want to cover this over because of the problems we've had. That's why I've got this. And the idea is if I want to put electricity up here, I can feed a conduit up. So I'll fix that down to the floor. I can get my hand down there to grab whatever I need to. And then I'll fix this later on. Same with that, I'll fix that later on so I can get down there. And with that one. Right. I don't know what the time is, but see if we can get this done. Don't know whether I'm going to get them stuck down or not, but we'll give it a go. That one's broken. Lucky enough I do have this old thing here. I don't know if it works or not. It was left in the house when I bought it, but it needs a pin to go in there in order to undo that, and I don't have one, so it's got the metal cutting blade on there. That is fairly soft. I don't care, we're just going to give it a go. Yeah. Well, I doubt we're going to have any blade left afterwards, but yeah. Hello. And yes, I did read the leaf blower comments. Really wouldn't work up here with the walls. It just blows it all around and back in my face. Yeah. Hello boys. You come to join me. One last thing. We'll get your din-dins first though. Come on. Sit. Yeah, somehow that just seems to complete this roof, putting those on there. Those blocks, when they're fixed in place, I'll be rendering them. I think that looks good. Right, I'm not going to get them glued down. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But in actual fact, just thinking about that, I'm better off painting the walls first because they're going to be in the way. But I will get that stuck down, and next week we'll get the flooring started at least, and hopefully, you never know, you never know. Till next week, take care, look after yourselves and stay positive. Should we go for a walk?